Alright, so part 3. Let me see, I get to go around the house on the edges. I go past this barn, past this fence, to the other side, to the side of the house, near the porch. I go around this furniture he has out there. I end up going around these wash machines close as I can, up tilting the weed eater so I can hit just right, hopefully, as I try to learn this tilt, while doing it. And I end up having to keep on switching hands, because one will get tired and I'll switch to the other one. So I'm trying to have an equal amount of exercise put in both arms and hands and not just have one side. And my back started hurting at first till I got used to it, because I'm a little bit overweight and I'm 6'5". And I gotta have a little bit of a bend sometimes with this weed eater. Alright? Sometimes I don't, and later on I got over it. So I went around everything I could, and I ended up missing a few things. I don't know what happened there for some reason. I ended up missing a few things unintentionally, which I totally blame myself for, That's on me. That's on nobody else. But, so yeah. I get over there, I get around the edge of the fence, and I try to do pretty good as I can. I see this spot that has all this metal and different stuff in it. I know it's not going to hurt the wires, but I don't know, I might end up hitting something and it hurts the turny thing on them. I did not know. It's not my tool. I don't want to mess up this person's tool, his tools. I don't want to. So I skip over that. Okay? I work around the other side of the weed thing, and there's barely any weeds over there. This is mostly just hitting dirt. There's barely any actual grass. There were a few weeds, but this wasn't really... You could... I don't know how to put this. You stood from a distance, you wouldn't see no weeds. You stood up close, you'd see a little bit here and there. It wasn't no bunched up piles. It wasn't nothing like that. It was just small little stuff that was really nothing. So I thought, well, there's not much I'll do. I'll do a little bit. I went around the other side, I didn't see that much. I done a little bit there still and whatnot. I went back to that side too, done some. I even had to move these chairs and tables I was asked to move to get even over there. I done inside this garden. I didn't want to throw the what's that wood stuff people put inside the garden, that floor and stuff, whatever the heck it is, them chips. I didn't want to start everywhere and just make a mess out of the garden, so I got low as I could, and I went on the edges of the bricks. I got inside the garden. It wasn't really a thick garden. It was just a decent amount of space, and a plant here and here, a very good amount of space, plant here and here. It wasn't actual garden. It was just a little, display garden, I guess you'd call it, make it look neat for the house or whatever. And I went over there and I went back around the edges, and some spots had cables on the ground and whatnot. And I knew the dude, I knew this relative of mine had more wires, but I don't want to keep on tearing up these wires. I know how sturdy they were. I keep on coming inside there and redoing. That takes too much time. So yes, I overlooked that. Yes, I did not go into it that much, because I didn't want to keep on replacing the wires and whatnot, because they're not my wires. I understand he said it's not going to hurt the bricks and none of this and that, but it's not my wires. It's not my tool. Yes, you had a big old roll inside there. I didn't know the tensile strength of them wires. I don't know how easy they were to break and everything else. I don't know how powerful that thing was on high watt. I ended up accidentally cutting the TV cord and the TV goes out. I don't know this, okay? So you have a person who's looking out for the person's property, whatnot, which is me. Do not take what I'm saying as a way of excuse or pity. I still should have, asked him about it instead of just looking over it. I should have. So you have me trying to look out for the tool. And there are a few places around the barn, but I still had inside my mind he was one of the spots where the lawnmower couldn't get at that point. And there are even parts in the back of the yard I did not see because my eyes aren't that great anymore for some reason. And I missed. I had to go back over. And when I was doing all this, I was very upset, because when he took inside, he explained it to me. The way he'd done it was as if I was stupid. And I may have gave them that false perception. I know it's about 5 minutes, I don't want it to be, but I know I gave them the false perception from my actions. But the last thing, the few things, that being one I hate, is somebody talking to me thinking I'm a little bit lost in the head. Like I can't figure a simple thing out. So, yeah, I went back to it, and this time, just because of that, I was upset. I just drove right through it. You told me you didn't care about, you thought it wasn't going to hurt the tool, which apparently it didn't. You didn't care about the freaking wires. I went like a madman. Almost at doing a rapid, just in them other spots that were hard to get to. Just basically thrashing them weeds. Didn't care. I didn't care at that point. I was mad. I wanted to be done. I wanted to quit immediately. And no, I'm not talking out with this person. I thought about it. But anybody that can not just look at me and tell and whatnot. And there's one time he told me he wanted me to weed eat there a little bit more because he couldn't get a lawnmower through there. Bullcrap. You must not know how to drive a lawnmower as good as I can. I could get a lawnmower through there. And those are the differences of our experiences with the tools and my experience on that job. Hope y'all see this vid soon. Hope y'all like these vids in some way. And I'll see y'all folks around.